This video is going to focus on creating the CAD Quiz 2 Revolve object, which is the queen chess piece. These are all the dimensions that you're going to need for this object, but there's a lot going on here. So in this first video, we're just going to worry about this area down here, kind of this bottom chunk. There are quite a few details that you're going to need to put in here. I want you to look very, very carefully at the arcs and lines and dimensions. And if you're careful about it, it will make sense and you'll be able to get it right. Let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going to start with the axis, which is just going to go right down the middle of the queen. And I'm actually going to dimension that because it's going to give me, it's crooked. It's going to give me the information, kind of the reference, the scale reference that I need. It's going to give me a little bit of a scale for everything else that I'm going to build. All right. It's a little goofy, but we're working now. So I'm going to start sketching this bottom part here, and I'm going to zoom in on it. So if I know I'm coming from right down the middle, I have a line, an arc, a very small line, an arc, an arc, and an arc. And I can tell that because I'm getting a lot of information over here about radiuses, and I'm seeing some of the circles to kind of show the rest of the arc. So that's all what I need to put in right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just knock that out. Now, I'm not trying to make everything perfect, just get it in place, functional, and then the rest will make itself work later. All right, first thing I want to do with these arcs is put tangents in between them. Tangents are what make these smooth, and everything on this chess piece is smooth. All right. Start with some of these dimensions that I'm given. This is 12.7. If you look right down here, 12.7 for the radius of the base circle. Done. The height here is 2.75. Don't worry about it. When you dimension it, they'll do what they're supposed to do. This is 1.25. This little line right here is 0.5. This guy here is 3. This here is 6. This guy here is 1.5. There's also some other dimensions I want to point out here that we need to be really aware of. There's this 4.37, 4.47, and 0.83. That's going to help locate this curve. Pull that back a little bit. I'm going to start with that 0.83. I want to make sure those lines are coming vertical between the center point and end point. 0.83. What else do we have? So between this point and the top is 4.37. Between this point and looks like the end point is 4.7. All right. Now everything's still a little wacky, so I think there's a extra tangent which doesn't need to be here. Yeah, that kind of wasn't supposed to be there. So now that lets me pull it into a place that looks much better. And if I look here, I'm going to guess that there is some constraint which holds this in a proper place. And if I look right here, this arc really looks very, very symmetrical and very vertical. So I'm going to put a vertical between those two endpoints, and I bet that's going to be what I need to do. And that was it. Perfect. That looks nice. That's a good place to stop this first video, and we'll work on the next piece